9.
What's up everyone, it's Spry here. Today I'm going to be going over my hopes and predictions for Mario Kart 9. I'll be going over ideas for new tracks, what retro tracks should return, the character roster, new modes, and many more things I'd like to see from a new Mario Kart game. I'll be thinking from a wishful point of view, while still being reasonable within the boundaries of Nintendo. With being 7 years since a true new Mario Kart game, still counting, expectations for Mario Kart 9 are through the roof. Before we get into it, a reminder to subscribe and leave a comment. I love having an active community and interacting with you all in the comment section. So, make sure to do all that. Without further ado, let's get into the first segment of this video, the tracks. To start out the Mushroom Cup, I propose an idea for a track based off of New Donk City from Super Mario Odyssey. This track will be pretty skill-based, which is unusual for a first track in the game. The song will be a remixed instrumental version of Jump Up Superstar, which is played at the festival in New Donk. There will be a few taxis as hazards similar to the cars in Coconut Mall. The next track in the Mushroom Cup is the inevitable Mario Circuit track. Not much to say about this, just your average track with a few off-road shortcuts and some ramps to trick off of. Maybe some Goombas as obstacles, not much you can do with Mario Circuit. I think an interesting idea for a track is to base a track off of Mega Fruit Paradise from Super Mario Party. Driving around on a tropical island with giant fruit on it could be very interesting. Maybe coconuts rolling down a giant volcano with some hazards, or using bananas as ramps to jump over pools of water. I think this track could have some wild potential. The final track in the Mushroom Cup will be called Luigi's Casino. It'll be based off the casino from the Super Mario 64 DS minigames, and the item roulette will have a special sound and animation on this track similar to a slot machine. Starting off the Flower Cup is a track called Canvas Castle. Canvas Castle will be comparable to Music Park, however instead of music and instruments being the main focus, it will be centered around art such as paintings and sculptures. There will be a large statue of Mario and Peach similar to the one seen in Wii's Daisy Circuit. There will be various paintings of places and characters from the series, including Peach's castle from Mario 64, and a painting of Mario referencing Luigi's mansion. Next up in the Flower Cup is a track called Mushroom University. This track will have you driving through a university campus, going in and out of the building. You have to avoid open lockers on the inside, jump through a fountain, and cut through grass outside while being cheered on by the toads that attend the academy. The next track in the Flower Cup is called Blooper Park, a water park that starts at the top of the tube water slide with a current similar to Koopa Cape. You drive down the slide, attempting to stay in the water current to move faster. At the end of the slide, you take a glider ramp down to a pool, where you avoid bloopers swimming around. Driving up and around a hill takes you back to the top of the slide. The final track in the Flower Cup is called Lakitu's Market. It takes place inside a busy supermarket where you have to avoid shoppers with carts, mushrooms and banana peels falling from the shelves, and even spinies walking through certain aisles. Starting off the Star Cup is a track called the Great Wario Reef, a track based off of the Great Barrier Reef where Wario is searching for buried treasure in the sea. You'll get to observe the vast aquatic creatures of the Mushroom Kingdom while you race through this underwater track. Next track is called Dry Dry Tomb. You'll drive through a haunted tomb filled with dry bones and booze, avoiding booby traps left to protect the tomb, such as rolling spike balls and falling pillars that you can jerk off of once they have fallen. The third track in the Star Cup is called the Rexa Space Station. If you didn't know, Rexa is the company in Mario Kart 8 that owns the Rainbow Road Station and has Toads go into space. I would like to see an expansion on the space station concept and turn it into its own track. This track could have many anti-gravity sections with you driving on the ceiling and walls. To finish out the Star Cup, I think it's finally time we get a track based off of Super Mario Galaxy. I think it would be cool to base it off of the Star Festival at the start of the game. The nighttime aesthetic would be cool. Maybe on lap 3, Bowser's ship will arrive and he could shoot fireballs onto the track just like he does in the game. Starting the last Nitro Cup, we begin with a track called Monty's Mines, an underground track where Monty moles and Rocky wrenches mine for treasures. Rocky wrenches will hop from beneath the ground and throw wrenches at you as an obstacle. Every Mario Kart game needs a Donkey Kong based track, so the second track on the Special Cup is based off of DK Island. This track will start in a lush jungle of palm trees and other greenery. You'll make your way around the mountain and onto the beach, where there's loads of ramps and item boxes. Finally, you'll make your way into an underwater section that leads to the finish line. Watch out for claptraps! The next track is the Bowser's Castle track of this game, and I wanted to try something new. I want to base a track off of World Bowser from Super Mario 3D World. Imagine driving through an amusement park filled with Bowser-themed decor. Maybe a glider ramp could take you over the Ferris wheel, or you could drive on a roller coaster track. Either way, I think this will be an interesting track. The final new track is, of course, Rainbow Road. But this is no ordinary Rainbow Road. This will be a one-lap track that actually will start on Earth. It'll be a grassy field with a small road. It'll be nighttime with a starry sky above. At the end of the road, you'll drive through a gate starting Section 2. You'll take a massive glider ramp all the way into space onto the Rainbow Road. This Rainbow Road will have tight turns, big jumps, and falling meteors. After this is Section 3, a downward slope all the way down back to Earth, littered with boost panels and item boxes. There's a final straightaway to the finish line that will produce suspenseful final moments. That concludes the first segment of this video. Let me know what your favorite track ideas are in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. Moving on to the second segment, the retro tracks. Here are the 16 tracks I believe should be brought back in Mario Kart 9. Oh, and I'll only be adding 3 tracks from Mario Kart 8, so I think I can speak for the most of us when I say that they're getting old. This blooper image is funny, by the way. For the Shell Cup, the tracks I would like to return are SNES Mario Circuit 4, as it's the only original Mario Circuit that hasn't returned, Daisy Hills from Mario Kart 7, because I think it's a fun and interesting track, Thwomp Ruins from Mario Kart 8, because it's one of my favorites and is very fun to race on, and last is Toad's Factory from Mario Kart Wii. Not only is this track super fun to race on, music slaps, and it'd be nice to see it back. For the Banana Cup, I wanted to go with some more obscure picks, so here they are. SNES Vanilla Lake 1. None of the Vanilla Lake tracks have ever been brought back, so I think it's about time. GBA Lakeside Park, a really interesting track that's often forgotten due to the game it originates in. DS Shroom Bridge, a less obscure pick, but I really want to see this track back, because in my opinion, it's the best traffic themed track and it'll fit snugly into the Banana Cup. And I'll end off the cup with Mario Kart 7's Woohoo Loop. I think having a few one-let tracks is a good idea, and this is one of the best. Next up in the Leaf Cup we have Mario Kart 8's Sunshine Airport, as it's a very fun track and one of the most memorable from K8. DK Summit for Mario Kart Wii, as it's not only a fun track, but there's a lack of snow and ice tracks so far. GCN Mushroom City, because its soundtrack is amazing and the track's fun too. And N64 Wario Stadium. This is just a no-brainer. It's the only N64 track that hasn't been remade, and I think it's finally time for it to get the spotlight it deserves. And lastly, the Lightning Cup. The tracks I like in the Lightning Cup are GCN Wario Coliseum, as it's a fan-favorite track that hasn't been brought back, and I'd love to see it. Mute City from Mario Kart 8, as it's a good callback to F-Zero, fun track, and one more reason you'll see later on. DS Bowser's Castle, because it's a very fun and unique Bowser's Castle that I'd love to re-experience in Mario Kart 9, and GBA Rainbow Road, as it's likely due to the pattern having SNES Rainbow Road in Mario Kart 7, and 64 Rainbow Road in Mario Kart 8, and also just a fun track, and the ramps on the side make for cool shortcut opportunities. That concludes the second segment of the video. We will now be moving on to the third section, what the item list should be. Note that I won't be going into too much detail about item balance, just what the list should be. First, to decide the item list, let's look at the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe item list. I will discuss each item and explain my reason for why they should or should not be included in Mario Kart 9. The bananas, green shells, and red shells are all fundamental items in Mario Kart. You cannot have a Mario Kart without them. The blue shell and the super horn will also both be included. Their dynamic should be a mainstay in the series going forward. The bombs will be staying, all the mushroom variants will be staying, as well as the bullet bill and star. These are all perfectly balanced catch-up items for lower places, as well as necessary for taking shortcuts. The blooper should stay, but also very slightly slow everyone down on top of inking the screen. The shock is also a definite mainstay for obvious reasons. The fire flower and boomerang flower should both stay, however, instead of the fire flower being used like it is in Mario Kart 8, it should act similar to the fireball item in Double Dash, where it is one use and fires multiple fireballs in a horizontal line. The Piranha Plant is the first item I want to remove. I don't like its inclusion, and I don't feel it's a useful item. The Crazy 8 will also be removed, as it's not Mario Kart 8 anymore. And I also believe the multi-item concept was not done well, and I would like a major revamp if it were to return. The coin as an item will be removed. Coins on the track will stay. The maximum coin count will be moved up to 30, with a new mechanic where if you have 10 coins, you can press the item button to spend those coins and spin the roulette to give you an item. This gives extra incentive to collect coins, and would be an overall good change. The feather should be kept and brought into races as a usable item. Imagine the possibilities of shortcuts you could do with the feather. And lastly, Boo should stay as well. It's a cool item. Now that we've discussed that, here's our item list so far. Now to decide what old items to bring back, as well as any new ones. The returning item should be, the fake item box should absolutely come back, and be made to look more like an actual item box. The Mega Mushroom would be really cool to see back, as it's a cool item that can dodge shocks in higher positions, and it's really fun to use. The heart from Double Dash would be cool to see. If you don't know, the heart is like a shield that protects you from items. Also, if you get hit by them, you then obtain that item and can use it yourself. This will not block blue shells, bob-ombs, the shock, or any item that isn't thrown, such as the bullet bill. The ice flower from Mario Kart Tour should be added. If you hit an opponent, they will freeze, spin out to almost a stop, and then thaw out. The coin box from Mario Kart Tour should be added as well. It would spew 10 or so coins onto the track that you can pick up. My ideas for new items would be Baby Yoshi. Baby Yoshi will shoot up to 4 bubbles out of its mouth that can trap enemies for a couple seconds or remove items off of the ground. The Rock Mushroom. The Rock Mushroom would essentially make you heavy than even the heaviest characters in the game, making it easier to bump off other racers. Mini Mushroom. The Mini Mushroom will make you as small as when you get shocked, so it's harder to hit you with items. You also get a slight speed boost. Magnet. The magnet is an item that will draw in nearby coins. With all that out of the way, this is the final item list. What do you think? That will be the conclusion of Section 3. Now we'll be moving on to Section 4, and quite possibly the longest section of the video, the character roster. This roster kinda sucks. But despite people wanting to remove all the filler characters, I propose a much better idea. Expanding on the drop-down boxes that already exist, such as being able to pick your color of Yoshi or Shy Guy. I will now be going down the list of characters. First, the characters already featured in a Deluxe, then the returning characters, and finally, the newcomers. First character is of course Mario. His drop-down box will include Metal Mario, Tanuki Mario, and Gold Mario. Next up is Luigi, who will have Gooigi as an alternate costume. Next up is Peach, who will have Pink Gold Peach, Cat Peach, and Peachette. Then we have Daisy, and then Rosalina. Then Yoshi will have their signature colors. Toad will have the different colors of Toad, such as blue, yellow, green, and purple, and also a Captain Toad costume. Koopa will have the option to change his shell between green and red, and also to add and remove wings. Shy Guy will have the same colors he has in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Lakitu will also have the option to change from green and red shell. Toadette has a Tracker Toadette costume. King Boo has an option to switch to the Luigi's Mansion version of King Boo. Then we have Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Rosalina. Then Wario, who have the option between his biker outfit and the Wario Man suit. Waluigi will have a tennis outfit. Donkey Kong. Bowser will have a Dry Bowser. Dry Bones will have Dark Bones from Super Mario Sluggers. Next up is Bowser Jr. Koopalings will be one box with Lemmy, Larry, Wendy, Ludwig, Iggy, Roy, and Morton taking up the drop-down box. Inklings will have an option between Inkling Boy and Girl with the 3 different colors already in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but also an Octoling Boy and Girl with 3 colors of their own. Link will have the option to change to his Breath of the Wild tunic. Villager will have the drop-down between male and female Villager. And then we have Isabelle and the Mies. Next up we have the returning characters, which are Birdo, Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Honey Queen, Peavy Piranha, Rob, and Wiggler, who have a drop-down box of an Angry costume. Now for the part I'm sure you've been wondering this whole time. Who's going to be joining the race? First up is Pauline. With the new donk track and her being in Mario Kart Tour, it's a no-brainer that she'd be in Mario Kart 9. Cappy. A strange pick for sure, but if Honey Queen can drive a car, so can Cappy. Hammer Bro. Another character who's in Tour, and he would also have costumes for Fire, Ice, and Boomerang Bro. Goomba. It's long overdue. Goomba's right next to Koopa for most iconic enemy. We need more enemies in Mario Kart. If he could play baseball, he could race. We'll also have a Paragoomba costume, a Galoomba costume, and a Goombrat costume. Blooper. He's got his own track, and he secured himself a spot on the roster. Lucky guy. Monty Mole. Same thing I just said, but he's a mole this time. Kamek. He got scrapped from Mario Kart 64 and never came back, but now's his chance. Give him some red, green, and yellow wallets from the Super Mario Sluggers game as well. Boom Boom and Pom Pom. These two have made their names unknown in the Mushroom Kingdom and must join Mario Kart 9. Dixie Kong. She made her debut in Mario Kart Tour, but it's about time she joins the other Kongs for a spot on the big screen. King K Rool. He was in Super Sluggers, and I think seeing him playable in Mario Kart would be so cool. Professor Egad. Highly requested character from Luigi's Mansion. It'd be cool to see him included. Pianta. The Piantas from Super Mario Sunshine were playable in Super Sluggers as well, and I think seeing them race in Mario Kart would be awesome. They have blue, red, and yellow colors. Sprixies. The Sprixies from 3D World would be a very cool addition. Plessy. Plessy's just adorable, and I'd love to see him in Mario Kart. Chomp. He was in Mario Tennis, and instead of chomping at the competition from the sidelines, he'll be driving alongside them. King Babam. Playable in the new Mario Golf, King Babam would be so cool to see. And who's the final character? That's right, it's Captain Falcon. With 2 tracks, a vehicle, and an amiibo costume referencing F-Zero, he's the one non-Mario character I wanted to add. That concludes segment 4. Who would you have added to Mario Kart 9? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now that I've nearly doubled the character roster, we will now be moving on to the final segment of this video, where I'll talk about ideas for new modes, quality of life features, and other miscellaneous things. Also, enjoy the Rainbow Road picture. There should be a battle mode that is similar to musical chairs. Say there are 12 players, 11 shines will randomly spawn around the map, and you have to race your opponents to grab a shine. You can use items to slow each other down, but whoever is the last remaining player without a shine gets eliminated. Last player standing is the winner. There should be a mode for races called Knockout Mode. A tourney-style mode where you pick your track, it randomly selects from everyone's track, you then race on the track, and if you get last place, you're out. Last player standing wins. And also, if a track has been picked during that knockout match, it may not be chosen again, to spice things up. There should be a time trial race mode where everyone is a ghost and can't interact with the other players. You're given 3 mushrooms each. It's basically racing against each other in a time trial format. There should be a backwards track mode. It'd replace mirror mode as the mainstay. Basically, you would race through a track backwards, and if a track is impossible to go through backwards, there'd be slight modifications to make it possible to do so. Bring back mission mode. Mission mode would be completely different challenges. Maybe they could add a daily missions feature. The last mode I would like is a story mode, where you travel across the Mushroom Kingdom, doing various missions, races, and other quests to earn coins to buy vehicles and hire characters to join your party. You start with Mario in the standard cart, and you have to build up your arsenal before you take on the final challenge. You can restart this and have missions, characters, and vehicles randomized again for replayability. Oh, the unlockables are only exclusive to this game mode. Everything is unlocked from the start in the main game. A few more things I would like to see are, in online play, along with voting for the track, you should be able to vote for the CC you play on. There should be a worldwide GP option, where you queue into an online game, and instead of playing individual races, you all play a 4-race Grand Prix. There should be a setting to turn team attack on and off, so competitive teams matches can play on the teams mode and more easily count up the score. And maybe a track builder. It'd be very unlikely, but it'd be super cool if it was added. And that's it. What'd you think? Let me know down below, because like I said, feedback's greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank y'all so much for watching. This has been Spry. Peace out.